Happy holidays, everyone. It's that time of year. It's time for my 2023 Zero Waste Gift Guide. Sweater's back. I'm back in a different location, as always. 2019, 2020, we're in Japan. 2021, 2022, we're in Vegas. 2023 is in Ohio. I once again managed to come up with 150 eco-friendly gift ideas. So if these 150 don't cut it for you, I have 600 more gift ideas from videos of the past. You can check those out after this. Hello, everyone. It's Emma, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all sorts of things zero waste, focusing on free, easy, and fun ways to live low waste, and of course, ways that you can give gifts sustainably. I like to make these videos so that you don't have to resort to giving people junk for the holidays, meaningless stuff, and gifts that are potentially good for the planet. Now, before we get into it, remember that not everyone is going to want a zero waste swap for Christmas. Not everybody's going to want a zero waste, like a reusable water bottle. Know your audience, know who you're giving gifts for. Because sometimes you give someone a zero waste swap, they'll never use it, and it might end up in the landfill. So that, a gift that you thought was zero waste was actually wasteful. While a gift that might seem wasteful will actually get a lot of use out of and will be meaningful to them. There are a few things that make a gift zero waste. Of course, it could be what material is it made out of? Can it be recycled, reused, composted, repaired at the end of its life? Was it used using sustainable energy? Was it made locally? Do they ship carbon neutral? Will that person actually want and use it? Even if it's something wasteful. For example, my niece's birthday is coming up. My mom got her the seemingly wasteful thing off of Amazon, but I know that she's going to love it and she's going to use it for a long time. So while it may be, wasteful to create, it's not going to be wasteful if that person is going to use it for a long, long time. My advice is also to ask people what they want for the holidays. Now, you don't have to just give people one answer. If you want to provide what you want for the holidays as well. I might say, I want a film camera, I want a pottery class, I want a silversmithing class, I want to go see Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie. These are actually things that I want. I want Japanese classes. I want to get my film developed. I could give someone a list of 10 things and they could pick off that list of 10 things. So that way it's still a surprise to me, but it's going to be something that I'm going to actually use and want, and not just something that I'm going to throw away or donate. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the gifts. If you want to shop any of these gifts as well as check out the price of these gifts, I'm going to put a little price guide right here, and you can shop all of these gifts on my website. All right, our first category is zero waste swaps, classic zero waste swaps. These are definitely going to be good gifts for people in your life who are trying to be zero waste and don't know where to start. First, of course, is Clean Canteen, the best water bottle on the market, I think, for zero waste standards at least. Most of their models are 100% plastic free, they're BPA free, they can be recycled at the end of their lives, they're durable and stylish, and you just really can't go wrong with a classic reusable water bottle. Next is Hold On. This is a really good step for people who don't maybe want to switch to stasher bags. They are still disposable, though you can wash and reuse them a couple times, but they're made out of bioplastic instead of traditional plastic, making them less pollutive to create. Next is probably my favorite kitchen swap. That is Misto. I love this little thing. You fill it with oil at home, you pump it to build up the pressure, and you spray it, and it replaces those single-use oil sprayers like from the brand Pam. So this can save money and a lot of waste. Next, if you don't really know exactly which gift to get them, you can go browse the Package Free Shop. Package Free Shop has tons of zero waste household items to choose from, or you can get someone a gift card to Package Free Shop and they can pick the swaps for themselves. Similar to that is Earth Hero. Package Free Shop, I feel like mostly focuses on things like kitchen swap, bathroom swaps, like cleaners, shampoo, conditioner, that sort of stuff. Earth Hero is more like everyday household items like notebooks, toys for children, lunch boxes, backpacks, a lot of more stuff like that. Just browse more gifts. You can check out Earth Hero as a whole, or just get someone a gift card to Earth Hero. My go-to phone case, it's up there charging. I've used Pila for years. My dog was running while I took him for a walk yesterday, and my pocket is not very deep, so my phone fell out right onto the corner of the phone, and had the Pila case not been on there, my phone probably would have broken right there because it took quite a bit of damage. It's compostable, they're stylish, they're cute, they're lightweight. I love them. And they have other products too. They have AirPod cases, they have their little phone grip on the back, so go check them out. Next is Repurpose. Repurpose is kind of similar to Hold On. While Hold On focuses mostly on bags, Repurpose focuses mostly on all sorts of like cutlery, disposable plates, cups, bowls, forks, knives, spoons. So maybe this isn't like a great gift, but this is a great option if you're hosting this year and you don't want to use a bunch of plastic. You can use paper and bioplastic instead. Another favorite kitchen swap for me is a silicone baking mat. I use this all the time for baking as well as for like roasting stuff like broccoli and other vegetables. This eliminates the need for any sort of oil as well as parchment paper, wax paper, aluminum foil. Another classic swap is from Stasher Bag. They are reusable silicone bags that are dishwasher safe, microwave safe, I think oven safe, stove safe, freezer safe. They're great. They're super, super versatile. I love them. Next is Stojo. This is probably my #1 swap for the year, just because this has really come in handy while we lived in the RV this summer. But they are multi-purpose. We use them for leftovers as well as for taking lunch to work, on hikes. They are kid safe, they're dishwasher safe, microwave safe as well, freezer safe. They're not breakable. They collapse down really small. All of these are very, very important in RV living, and of course helps us reduce single-use waste. If you're in the market or someone in your life is in the market for a bidet this holiday season, check out Whisper. They are my tried and true favorite bidet. They are cheaper than some leading brands. I think they're easier to install, and honestly, I just felt like they got a better clean. Next, if you're in the market just for some basic zero waste soaps, bar soaps, etc., you can check out Simple Alchemy. They're a queer disabled plant-based soap brand. They can help you reduce all sorts of waste when it comes to cleaning needs. Next category is clothing. First up in this category is Shorts by Salve. I love what she is doing. Like literally my favorite small business. Salve takes blemished thrifted items from the thrift store, so things that might have a small hole, a small stain, and she upcycles and repurposes them. She does custom orders as well, and particularly if you're from Ohio, she does a lot of fun stuff with like sports teams from the area. Next is Maddie's Stitches. This is particularly for outdoorsy folks, maybe national park enthusiasts who want to support a small brand instead of a big business. She makes embroidered national parks sweatshirts, as well as every now and then she does upcycle drop, which this is basically her sweatshirts that get blemished, as well as thrifted national parks t-shirts, and she combines them to make unique upcycled sweatshirts. One of my favorite, and definitely Dan's favorite undergarments, specifically eco-friendly undergarments, is Boody, B-O-O-D-Y. They also make some activewear, but this is a great option if you're particularly looking for underwear for the men in your life. Now, a typical Christmas present is socks. Two of my favorite brands. One of them is Soulmate. I'm literally wearing them right now. I love them. They're so cute, comfy, warm, and they're made from all upcycled textiles. My other favorite is Darn Tough. These are specifically my favorite for hiking. Soulmate is more for like fashion and around the house. I have really bad circulation in my hands and feet, and Darn Tough keep me warm. They also keep your feet cool when it's hot. Wool is amazing. Easily my favorite outdoor brand, besides Darn Tough, is Cotopaxi, because they are doing so much good in the world. They do, of course, a lot of donations to environmental causes, but for their clothing, backpacks, and other accessories, they're using dead stock fabric from other outdoor brands to create their product. For basic wear clothing, check out Tentree. They make my favorite basic tees and sweatpants. Plus, they use eco-friendly materials, mostly made from things like tencel, which is made from trees, and they also plant 10 trees per purchase. Another favorite of mine is Girlfriend Collective. They're specifically eco-friendly activewear. They are made from recycled materials. They do everything from sports bras, leggings, sweatshirts, sweatpants. I have loved everything that I've gotten from them. Allbirds is a great option for someone who's looking for some new sneakers this year, or slippers. I know a lot of people ask like where you can find eco-friendly slippers. Allbirds eco-friendly slippers are so cute, so comfy. I've had mine for like 2 years. Really durable. And honestly, slippers, what a perfect Christmas gift. This is a great gift for people who travel a lot on the road. This is why I have one now, and that is Scrubba. Basically a hand washing bag where you can hand wash a couple garments at a time, whether you need to, you know, to keep your garments lasting as long as possible, or you're on the road and you don't have time to stop at a laundromat. This will also help you cut down on water usage and laundromat fees. Laundromats are stupid expensive. Lavera Clothing is someone I found on TikTok. I absolutely love what they are doing. I believe their sweatshirts are made out of cotton, as well as it's just a small business you can support instead of a wasteful company. They make cute sweatshirts with feminist phrases on them. Someone else I found on TikTok, this one is so funny. It's bird puns. This is from Mo Sews. And the last one in this category is the New Form Fabric. So many of these cool brands I found on TikTok. They are taking hard to recycle plastic items, plastics typically like number 4, 5, and 6 that are not generally accepted, curbside recycling, and they're turning it into fabric. Now, they were just turning it into fabric and selling the fabric like plain, but they just started a clothing line as well with recycled beanies and sweaters. Moving on to food and drink, the first one is for the coffee lovers. This is Grounds for Change Coffee. This is a small brand, 1% for the planet, and a certified B Corp. But they also work with fair trade organizations throughout the world to make fair trade coffee too. Next is Remark Glass, another one I found on TikTok. I think that what they're doing is so cool as well. They're taking things like glass kombucha bottles, glass wine bottles, and turning them into lovely fine dining ware, from cups, bowls, plates, and so much more. Up next, this one is a great option for snacks. That is Tierra Farm. I discovered them and worked with them this summer, and they are so much fun, and all of their stuff is so good. Their chocolate covered almonds, so good. I would love to get some of that in my stocking. And all of their stuff comes in easy to reuse, recycle, or compost materials. Another swap that has really come in handy for the RV this year was Year and Day. They also make ceramics, but of course we can't really use ceramics in the RV with risk of breaking them. So we use their bioplastic plates, which are durable. So they're perfect for people who are living on the road, people who like to camp, or people with kids. And of course, Eco Lunchbox is a great option as well for plastic-free food storage, for your lunch, for leftovers, for on the go, and so much more. Let's move on to beauty. The first in this category is Upcircle Beauty. They are a refillable beauty company. It works similar to Plain Products if you're familiar with them. You can shop them down below as well. You send back your empties, they will refill them and send them back to you. A favorite soap bar of mine for like body soap is a Wild Soap Bar. They use natural ingredients found throughout the United States, things like sage, juniper, etc. And their packaging is also minimal and recyclable. Cherapy is a brand that I discovered in Lake Tahoe 2022. Last summer when we did the Tahoe Rim Trail, well, some of the Tahoe Rim Trail. I have not shut up about it since. It is made from upcycled cherry pits, otherwise would have ended up in the landfill, and it works as a hot or cold pack. So amazing, it really comes in handy. I have arthritis, so I use it on my hands to ease the arthritic pain. It works as a regular heating pad. The Rebrand is another refillable skincare company. This is definitely more like skincare and not so much like beauty, like foundation and makeup and that sort of stuff. You don't ship them back to them and they refill it. Instead, you order one small one, and then next time you need to order, you order a big size option, then you can keep refilling your small one at home, and the refill is in a fully recyclable metal bottle. Another soap option is Enough Soap Co. Their scents are mild yet still lovely, and their packaging really is very, very minimal. And of course, it's a small business you can support. I guess I wanted to include a lot of soap this year because the next is Living Simply Soap Co. This is actually local to me in Ohio right now. So they use majority recyclable and compostable materials. It's all small batch made right here in Ohio. And these scents are definitely on the strong side. So if you're looking for something more potent, definitely check them out. This gift is for the mustache wearers out there, or the people in your life that have mustaches, and that is You So Dirty, like you as in a baby lamb, a baby sheep. It's a small business that's making mustache wax in eco-friendly packaging. Quite similar to that is Medicine of the People. They are also a small business made in small aluminum tins. They make everything from joint pain remedies, other pain relief, moisturizers, all packaged in recyclable or reusable tins. The Tarte Peach is a beauty, more like makeup company. They focus on lip products, nail polish, and eyeshadow, all packaged in responsible materials. Next is Flourish Botanicals. They do all sorts of soaps for everyone in your family, including your pets. So if you're looking for a zero waste pet shampoo, this is your spot to look. Verdant Wild Apothecary is made from the earth for the people of the earth, and everything is made mindfully and packaged sustainably. Brave Soaps is a great option for people who don't like bar soaps, and it's made with natural ingredients in recyclable bottles. Greencastle Soap Supply is specifically for the outdoorsy friends in your life. I mean, anybody can use this, but this soap is particularly designed the outdoors in mind to use while you're camping, hiking, backpacking. It is 100% biodegradable and safe to leave in the environment. Rhyme and Reason Shampoo is really changing the shampoo game. This is eco-friendly liquid shampoo, which I know a lot of us are not fans of shampoo bars, so this is a great option for those of us. And it is 100% recycled materials. Axiology was my very first taste of zero waste makeup, and I still use them minimally. I've got their lip color on today. I don't wear a lot of makeup though. Most of their items are designed to be used on like your cheeks, your lips, your eyeshadow. If you're looking for eco-friendly tattoo aftercare, I have a few brands I recommend. That is Love It Sundries, Ohana Organics, and Nova Scotia Fisherman. I have used and loved all of these, and I'm making a video that will come out later this winter, potentially in the spring, where I'm reviewing all of them and getting 3 new tattoos. So stay tuned for that. Last one in this category is Tweak It. This is refillable shampoo, and it comes to you in the form of a powder. You add the water yourself at home, and boom, you have liquid shampoo that reduces a lot of waste. Let's move on to accessories. First is Kind Bag. Kind Bag is similar to Baggu, except they use 100% recycled materials, which is really, really great. They make all sorts of different style of bag, and I really love their reusable grocery bags. I gotta mention Cotopaxi again in the accessory category because I can't stop talking about what they're doing for the planet. I love that they use dead stock materials from other outdoor brands, create their own unique Del Dia line, made from totally reused upcycled materials. Another brand that is doing upcycling but a little bit differently is Scenery Bags. Instead of using like dead stock fabric from the fashion industry, they're using old curtains, Broadway billboard signs, and other stuff like that from musicals from Broadway to create really stylish handbags. Next is Moon Recycles. This is all made in Colorado. They specifically repurpose inner tubes from like river rafting to create really, really lovely jewelry. Petal Connections is made from natural materials such as foraged butterfly wings, flowers, leaves, and they make earrings and other sorts of jewelry. Flourish and Charm, again, someone I found on TikTok, and they make really lovely handmade silver nature inspired jewelry. Another brand that I just tried recently is Merchants of the Sun. Again, this is made from recycled metal. These pieces are definitely big and bold, so for people who don't want dainty jewelry, check out Merchants of the Sun. But bringing it back to some more dainty jewelry, that is Lackadaisy. I love Lackadaisy not only because they create like bracelets, necklaces, rings, sorts of jewelry, but also body jewelry. So they use high quality metals as well as they are recycled. Jess May Studio is a longtime favorite of mine. I discovered her when I lived in Okinawa, Japan. She and her wife owned this vegan crepe cafe, sold her jewelry there. Her jewelry is inspired by nature, and she uses pieces of nature in the form of leaves, flowers, etc. My favorite linen bag is from Hati. The linen is so soft, it's great for daily use or groceries, and they also do scarves as well. Mountain Glow Co. is taking upcycling to the next level, and they are upcycling climbing ropes, retired climbing ropes that can no longer be used due to safety concerns. They're making such cool things that are useful in your everyday life, from lanyards, wrist straps for like your wallet, dog leashes, and so much more. And you can also send them your your old climbing ropes to be reused. Similar to that is Cactus to Pine Goods. They are also recycling climbing ropes, but instead of making like daily use items, they're making decor. They make over the shoulder bags, they make cup cozies, wall hangings. Let's move into the hobby category. First up is thrift books. I love thrift books. I talk about thrift books any chance that I get. It's essentially a secondhand book marketplace online where you can type in author or title. But instead, if you already have a book in mind, you can go on thrift books, type in the title, find the exact book you need secondhand for a lower cost. Next is Eco Sports. Of course, this is your one-stop shop for sports, from using recycled materials to making them with recyclability in mind, or just making them really high quality so that they last as long as possible. They have all your sports needs. Next is Boston Bats. This one's my brother. Shout out to my brother. He makes custom designed handmade bats. They are completely made out of wood, and then he does all of the designing himself right here in our backyard in Ohio. They are great for use in games, collecting, or even as trophies. People have bought them all over for a variety of reasons. Of course, this wouldn't be an eco-friendly outdoor section if I didn't mention REI. REI is not like the most eco-friendly, but they are doing a lot for the planet, as well as offering a lot of zero-waste swaps. I really like on their website too. You can shop on their website. You can specifically type in recycled or bamboo, like whatever eco-friendly material you're looking for on their website, and find what suits your needs there. If you're looking for an e-bike for someone, or maybe you're looking for an e-bike and want to give people a recommendation on what to buy you, check out Aventon. We have been using their bikes for over 2 years and we are obsessed. We use them for travel, for groceries, for other errands, for date night in the cities. We've taken them off like onto dirt trails. Their customer service is amazing as well. If you have photographers in your life this holiday season, shop the used section of a camera store. I've never been to a camera store in the US, but in Japan, each camera store that we would go into had a used section, and this is basically where we bought all of our gear. Not only because it's eco-friendly, but it can save so much money, especially when it comes to big stuff like photography and tech. Similar to that is to shop the used section of a game store. I'm sure they still do it, but GameStop, like back in the day, would have a used refurbished section where we would go get used games or refurbished game consoles. This would save so much money, and of course it saves waste, but not having to create anything new. You got into this point and you're like, why is thrifting so much better for the planet? You can check out this video up here. All right, I've got a few suggestions for yarn. If you don't know, I crochet, so I've become quite versed in the world of eco-friendly yarns in the last year or so. Of course, you could go to any local yarn store and just look for cotton yarn, hemp yarn, silk yarn, natural materials yarn, but that can get a little bit expensive from these small yarn shops, though you support your local yarn shops instead of big brands like Hobby Lobby and Michaels. But anyway, if you are looking for something a little cheaper but still eco-friendly, first option is Lion Brand yarn. They do have some options for natural materials, but they also have a full recycled line, which is made from recycled plastic. It's still polyester. Polyester is always going to be the cheapest yarn, and supporting the recycling industry is really important. Next is Darn Good Yarns. I first discovered them at a local yarn shop when we were driving through South Dakota last month, and they strive to use plant-based materials as well as recycled materials, even recycled plant-based materials. The yarn that I got was recycled silk, and it's so beautiful. Now, if you're looking to support a small business who also hand dyes the yarn, you can check out Arcane Fiberworks. You could book a camping stay with Hip Camp for someone in your life or for you. This is a great way to avoid wasteful hotel giants and supporting wasteful, terrible companies like Airbnb. And last in this category is buying someone a course from Wild Firewater. She does courses on natural dyes, so using things like pine needles, flowers, dirt to dye your fabrics. Next category is home goods. First in this category is Everly. I love Everly. Instead of buying candles in wasteful, non-recyclable jars, you can instead just buy the wax and refill your candles at home. But if you're not looking to make your own candles at home, there are still ways that you can consume candles more sustainably. The first is Patty Wax. They are 100% soy wax, as well as they are poured into vessels that are designed to be reused, so glasses, bowls, jars, etc. Another great candle option is My Weekend is Booked. They focus on natural scents, as well as making sure that their packaging is compostable or recyclable. Catone is not your average candle. Instead, they are completely package free. They're like the candle that you would put in a bowl and light and it would melt into the bowl. This is a small Black queer woman owned business, and this brand is focusing on supporting body types of all shapes and sizes. Next is Dindler Photography. That's right, my photography. Well, Dan's too. We do about half and half. He does all the editing though. So if you want to support a photographer and have some photography prints for your walls this holiday season, or for the people in your life, you can check out our photography. If you're looking for some lovely ceramics from a small business, you can check out Science Ceramics. She focuses on science and nature themes in her work. Next is Amano Woodworks. I discovered them on TikTok again. I saw their book reader, and that has really come in handy for me with arthritis. When my hands are really hurting, it's hard for me to hold books. And this book holder makes book holding a breeze and less painful, and it's eco-friendly. Angler Artisan Works I found in Spokane at a local festival. They make rings and other jewelry out of nature itself and also nature inspired. They will use things like pebbles, wood, pine cones, etc. Next is B&I Metal Designs. Shout out to my other brother and his wife. This is your go-to for eco-friendly, high-quality metal signs. So they do stuff like family name signs for your local businesses, for your own business. They've also done trophies and plaques, so whatever sort of needs you have, and it's all made from metal. If you're looking for tech for someone this holiday season, check Refurbished first. My favorite brand is Verdi. This way you can still buy someone some like new, high-quality tech, but it's gonna be secondhand and refurbished, which is much better for the planet than buying new. If you're looking to help people start composting in your life, check out the Lomi. This is a great beginner way to get into composting without having to build, an entire backyard setup. Or if someone's looking to compost and they don't have a yard, this is a great way to indoor compost as well. Trajane, I found them on TikTok as well. If I had $1 for every time I said that in this video, and they make hand-blown glass, accessories, trinkets, and home decor. And last in this category is Banish. I think I found them on TikTok too. They're on a mission to eliminate plastic waste by recycling hard to recycle plastic items and turning them into unique pieces. All right, next is the kids category. Pretty much neglect this category every year because I don't have kids and I don't shop for kids in my life either. But this year I'm like, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna offer you a lot of eco-friendly options for kids this year. And if you have any more gift ideas for kids that are eco-friendly, leave them down below and I'll be sure to include them even more next year. First up is Eco-Kins stuffed animals. I see these all the time at national parks. They are made from 100% recycled materials, and they also have a plant-based toy line if you want something that's not made out of plastic. Next is White Book. This is great for kids who are really into drawing, art, or it's a great swap for school as well. You write down your notes, you can scan it with their app onto your phone or an iPad, and then you have those notes forever. You wipe and erase and you use it over and over again. Next is Green Kids Crafts. I love what they are doing. They offer monthly craft subscription boxes or science subscription boxes for kids who are really into science experiments, and it's made with eco-friendly materials and the planet in mind. If you're looking to get kids some general craft ideas but don't know where to start, you can just head to your local craft store and look for things like recycled materials, plant-based materials, recycled yarn, bioplastic stickers, and things like that. Pen Little makes eco-friendly finger paints, and it is made with 100% plants, so it's kid safe and environmentally friendly, of course. And this way, if your kids accidentally get a little paint in their mouth, you don't have to worry about any sort of toxins. If you're looking for some crayons that are eco-friendly, you can check out Hopscotch. And if you're like, wait, why are crayons not eco-friendly? They're typically made with paraffin, which is petroleum, which is oil, which is bad. But instead, these ones are made from beeswax, which means they are safer for the environment, better for your kids, and can be composted if you don't use them all. A more eco-friendly option to Play-Doh is Eco Dough from Earth Hero. It is primarily made out of soy, but it is entirely plant-based and packaged in easy to reuse packaging. More painting options from Earth Hero is this natural watercolor paints. And this is a great gift for all ages too, not just kids, anybody who might be into watercolors in your life. More plush toy options is from Apple Park, specifically on Earth Hero. They're made from 100% recycled plastic on the outside and stuffed with a corn plant-based plastic on the inside. A more eco-friendly option to Legos is by choosing Eco Bricks from Earth Hero. They are made of 100% wood, and I believe Lego might also have a recycled Lego line these days, so if you want Lego brand, you can check that out. Some wooden toy options for kids are from Plant Toys. These are like traditional kid and baby toys, from wooden blocks to those like little things that they just push and walk with, like walker essentially. I don't know what kid toys are called. You can also get wooden toys from Wishbone Design. Now these are a more eco-friendly option for toys like bigger toys like bike, wagons, etc. Less pollutive to create and less pollutive to dispose of. Some options for children's books are Conscious Stories. These are made from FSC certified paper, as well as stories for all ages of children focusing on honoring nature. Another option for books is Green Kids Club children's books, not related to Green Kids Craft. Again, made with FSC certified paper, and this collection is made to educate children of all ages about environmental issues. And lastly, for books, and in this category, is Mother Moon. I found her on TikTok. I love what she's doing. She makes body positive singing books, like the child can sing along to, about everybody learning to love their body as it is. I got a few options for pets. I know not everybody treats their pets like children, but first is the Kind Pet. This is literally your one-stop shop for all of your pet needs, from dog poop bags, treats, food, toys, and so much more. If you're looking for a stylish, fun, small business to support for collars, you can check out Keki's collection. Not only can you get a customizable handmade collar for your pets, but you can get a matching bracelet with your pets with your order. And lastly for pets is Formu. They make a lot of other eco-friendly things for cats, but specifically I love their catnip. It is organic and comes in 100% paper packaging. Let's move on to a couple DIYs. These DIYs also have subcategories, and pretty much all of these are low to no cost. The first DIY category is food. You can make DIY spice blends with a dehydrator or your oven on its lowest setting. You can make like taco seasoning, fajita meat seasoning, curry seasoning, Italian seasoning, basically whatever sort of seasoning you want to make. Especially if you like have an herb garden, this would make a great handmade gift. Hot cocoa mix is a great thing that you can easily make at home with powdered powdered milk, powdered cocoa, cocoa powder. You can flavor it however you want and use upcycled jars to gift it in. Similar to that is cake, muffin, cookie, pancake mix. Again, very easy to whip up at home, store it in an upcycled jar, and give a nice handmade gift this way. But maybe you don't want to just do the mix. You could just bake something for someone this holiday season. You could never go wrong with baked goods. A family recipe book is also such a hit. We got one for our wedding gift, and I still cherish that to this day. This could be a great thing to just do for your like direct family, or you can do an extended version and ask different family members for their favorite recipes. Propagating plants is not only free, it can be fun, low waste, low cost, and it's also really, really easy to find potting plants secondhand. There's one, there it is. Right there. My mom just got that at Goodwill, and she's gonna be using that to propagate another plant. Any sort of thing that you're fermenting at home, kombucha, friendship bread, sourdough, gift a starter to someone as well as your recipe for how to maintain the starter, how to bake the sourdough, how to make kombucha, so that way they can start making the stuff themselves at home too. And seeds from your garden. What a fun gift to encourage someone to start their own garden as well. You can harvest some seeds from your garden. It might be a little bit too late now, but use this idea for next year. Moving on to DIY craft. This one's pretty broad, but the first one is to crochet or knit someone something if you are a crochet or knitter. That can be a hat, a sweater, a blanket, a bag, whatever you want to put your mind to. Next is to paint someone something if you are a painter. I've painted things like welcome signs, wall hangings, family portraits, ornaments, landscapes, whatever you're good at painting. Next is to sew something if you're good at sewing. That could be something big like a quilt, or something smaller like hand warmers, a bag. You could draw someone something, again, a family portrait, your favorite landscape, your favorite place, or you can do handmade cards. If you're a metal or a woodworker, you can build someone something. Next DIY category is services. You could service or wash someone's car, specifically if they need a lot of maintenance to it, like an oil change or a tire rotation. You could clean their house for them. What a great gift for people who are particularly busy or who have a lot of kids and maybe don't have the time to do this regularly. Also for people with kids, you could babysit for them, as well as like double this with a gift card to their favorite restaurant and just essentially provide them a full date night. And similar to that is you could also pet sit for someone. For people who have pets that might be high maintenance, having someone pet sit for us makes date night less stressful for us, not having to rush back. If you're a photographer, you could do a photo shoot for them. This was a gift that I gave my sister and her family for the Christmas. They've been wanting family photos for a while, and I was like, hey, guess who's a photographer? Me and Dan. So what a great photo we were able to provide for them, some memories and keepsakes, but it was very, very low cost for everyone involved. Okay, this one's not necessarily low cost, but it is a good, DIY gift that you might not think about. You could buy groceries for someone, particularly as grocery prices start to go up. This could be a really, really meaningful gift for someone who's struggling, or even someone who's not struggling, because groceries are always a nice gift. Similar to that is to buy them gas, maybe not just one tank, but maybe you offer to buy them gas once a month, like the first of every month, you offer to fill their car up. Cooking meals for someone is also a really, really special gift, particularly people with families they have kids home for like 2 or 3 weeks this time of year. They might be getting really, really busy and bogged down. And also it's just super meaningful and it can give them something fun and new to try. This might not be for everybody in December. I forgot it snowed. It snows most places, but you could offer to do landscaping or yard work for them. You could also just like write it on a little silly coupon and say, hey, cash this in when the snow melts. Like full on landscaping, you would offer to mow their lawn for them, and so forth. You could accomplish some chores that they might not like to do, such as cleaning the gutter, weed the garden, and so forth. Chores that might be difficult for some people or just really time consuming and people don't have time to do themselves. Or if none of that floats your boat, you can hire a house cleaner for them to really give their house a nice deep clean this holiday season. Moving on to experience gifts. These are gifts that you give someone that create memories and don't create physical waste. First is a national parks pass. This is the perfect gift for outdoorsy folks in your life, not that expensive, and they can really get their bang for their buck if they go to a lot of parks throughout the year. This is not just national parks, but national park sites, Bureau of Land Management land, and Forest Service land. You could get them a gift of an extreme sport such as skiing, jet skiing, skydiving, etc. You could buy someone lessons such as a music lesson, instrument lesson, language lessons, art lessons, whatever it may be, or other sorts of classes such as a pottery class, silversmithing, painting, sewing, crochet, and so forth. You could take them to a museum or just get them like admission to a museum of some sort, like an art museum, children's museum, science museum. You could look in the sports and rec area such as a trampoline park, laser tag, mini golf, regular golf, ice skating, roller skating, and so forth, which could also be like sporting events tickets. In the category of beverages, you could get them a winery tour, a brewery tour, a pub crawl, or a distillery tour. You could also treat someone to a road trip or a vacation. You could do all of the planning and take all that stress off of them, and then also treat them to a fun time. You could gift someone a gym membership. Now, be careful with this one. If you already have someone in your life who's like a gym rat, buy their gym membership for the year. That could be really meaningful for them. But if there's someone in your life who's never been to the gym ever, and you give them a gym membership, that can really be taken the wrong way. So be careful with this one. Read the room. You get someone a theme park pass, the thrill seekers in your life. For people who like to just spend time indoors, maybe arcade tokens would be a nice gift. You could also just buy them things to start their new hobby. For example, if I had a friend that was trying to learn how to crochet, I could teach them how to crochet, as well as get them a little gift basket of things to help them start their hobby, and try to source it as much secondhand as possible. College classes are a great gift, especially in this economy. You could offer to pay for one of their classes per semester. For someone even like me who's out of school, but I really want to take Japanese classes, someone could buy a Japanese class for me. As I just mentioned, you could also just teach someone a skill yourself. If you can't afford to give someone a piano lesson or painting class, you could have essentially a class at home with them. And of course, you really cannot go wrong with gift cards to someone's favorite restaurant, their favorite store. Okay, this category has one item, and that is to just shop secondhand. Basically take their wish list that they gave you at the beginning of this video like we talked about, and take that to the thrift store. You don't have to go to the thrift store physically. You could search on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, eBay. And here are just some examples of things that I have gotten secondhand that I love and cherish still to this day. As gifts, I've gotten a secondhand film camera, an iPad, jewelry, a juicer, kitchenwares, and so much more. It's really easy to find stuff secondhand in really good condition. So always check secondhand before buying new to save money and save the planet. All right, the last category, this isn't necessarily gifts that you'll be giving, but how you can give those gifts more sustainably in the form of wrapping them. I do have a full zero waste gift wrapping guide coming out next week, I think, on the blog, and in a couple weeks on the YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that if you want a full in-depth guide on zero waste gift wrapping. First is Rapidly. I love their paper. It is 100% paper. It is soy-based ink. It is printed, milled here in the United States in Washington. It's shipped in bioplastic. It's shipped plastic free. There is so much good that Rapidly is doing, and it is fully recyclable or compostable when you're done with it. They also do paper ribbons and bows, as well as cotton ribbons as well. You could also just opt for 100% recycled and recyclable brown craft paper. You can get this at pretty much any office supply store like Home Depot, Office Depot, Staples. I did not mean Home Depot. This is great for neutral wrapping and is really, really cheap. If you're looking for cards, check out Small Victories. They're eco-friendly cards made from recycled materials and include seeds so that these cards can be composted and repurposed at the end of their life. And then a couple options for reusable wrapping paper are in the Furushiki style from Shiki Wrap, as well as Darn Good Yarns. Again, Darn Good Yarns specifically makes them out of upcycled sari material. A company that's doing more traditional reusable gift bags and gift boxes is Everwrap. And then if you're looking for some traditional disposable bows, but a more eco-friendly version, you can check out Just Honest Living. They do 100% cotton bows that can be composted or recycled. We made it. We made it to the very end. 150 more ideas for eco-friendly gifts you can give this holiday season. And again, if none of these felt like you thought you would want to give these gifts, check out my gifts from years past. You might particularly be interested in my gift guide from 2020, which is zero waste stocking stuffers, because these are all kind of big gifts that you can give. And I will also be leaving all of my resources for how to have a eco-friendly Christmas, eco-friendly holiday season, eco-friendly New Year's, all of that down below, because it's more than just the gift giving when it comes to reducing our waste. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know that these videos get a little bit long, but I love making them. They take so much work and effort, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, I would love a like on this video, as well as sharing this video with others to get the word out that we can all give more eco-friendly gifts this holiday season and give gifts that people are actually going to use and want. Happy holiday season. Stay tuned for the rest of my holiday content coming in December. I'll see you then, but until next time, remember that your small actions make a big difference in the long run. Bye guys. Shooey. 600. I have 600. The way I said it sounded like Mrs. Puff when SpongeBob is taking his driving test. I need to focus. Okay. He does a course on how to dye naturally. Wow, that makes sense. That sounds terrible. Hi. Did not he stared at me? He's outside. Hi. I can't believe I've been sitting here for an hour. Time flies when you're talking about zero waste gifts.